garage. We got mail call. What's in the box? I just want to jump right in and get in these boxes. We've been waiting on parts for several trucks, pieces and parts of several vehicles that we need to get done. I got stuff that needs other stuff. How many pieces of tape? Oh, here we go. What do we got in here? Kilmat. This is some sound deadening. I believe it also is a little bit of heat proofing, if not full heat proof also. Not real sure. We're going to find out. Sound proofing, preparation. I think that's the main idea, is it's just for sound. But we are going to try this stuff out. I paid for this. Isn't something they sent me to test, but we are going to do a review on what we think once we get it installed, how easy it is to install. I have a roller coming. Never done this before in my life, so we're going to learn how to install some sound deadening mats. We are back at it, working on the Cameo. I've got everything I need to do the sound deadening. Just losing it, guys. I'm losing it. Let me flip this around and show you what we got to do before we do the sound deadening. Had some surface rust where I think a heater cord probably popped at one time. Some spots over here and one little spot over there. Real minor, but before I cover this with anything, I wanted to treat it. So I am going to POR15 this. POR15, however you want to say it. And that stuff, it's extremely important that you follow the directions. I've had really good luck with it. I hear so many people just saying bad things, and when you listen to, I did sandblasted my frame, got it as clean as possible, and blah, blah, blah. It's not what POR15 is about. If you're doing all that, you should just paint your stuff. There's way too much work. POR15, you're not going to use that when you want something super amazing, shining. It's more of a restoration product where you're not wanting things to rust any farther. You're wanting to protect them. That floor, there's nothing really wrong with it, but I want to get rid of that rust so it doesn't keep on eating through the floor. There's really no, well, probably would be okay to spray, but I don't want to spray in here. I've got too much nice stuff that I don't want to cover up. I don't want to spray inside there and get paint on the interior and anything. Anyway, it's what I want to do. So let me show you what I use. You want to use the POR15 metal prep. You want to use their primer or whatever, pre-wash, degreaser, whatever the heck that you need to use to get the results that they want you to have. Follow their directions. I know a lot of times it seems like, man, that's just not necessary, but I ain't no scientist, so I just listen to them, and it works. Anyway, we use this, and what you do is you just hand scrape. You don't need to use a wire brush or a wire wheel or anything like that. If you want to use a wire brush, that's good, probably. Just get all the loose, flaking rust, paint, anything like that. You want it clean. Glass cleaner is a good thing to just spray it down and get it clean, wipe it down, whatever. Then you're going to put this on there. You can spray it, roll it, brush it, whatever you want to do. I used a foam brush, and it says to keep it wet for 30 minutes. I may have missed the spot right there, so I'm going to have to touch that up real quick. Keep it wet for 30 minutes. And then you're going to want to rinse it with water. I can't obviously rinse that there, so I have my little spray jug over here. Woo! We'll spray it down, towel it out, spray it down, towel it out, several times. And you want to try to not breathe this stuff or get it on your skin, guys. It does have some kind of phosphoric. Let's see here where it says. I'm trying to read while I'm doing this. Contains material that may cause organ damage, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, don't breathe it. Avoid contact with whatever. Man, I thought it said somewhere what it had in there. I'm sure it's not good stuff. I opened up my garage door just in case. Don't need to pass out when nobody's here. So, yeah, we're using that. And then we are going to coat the floor with some gray. I think yeah, gray. It says it up there at the top, gray. POR15. POR15. Paint over rust is what POR stands for. And we're going to brush that stuff on too. And again, this doesn't have to look good at all. It's going to be under some sound deadening mat. I just want a good solid foundation to stick that stuff to, so it doesn't end up getting loose under the carpet or whatever, and kind of defeating the purpose and making more sound with it flapping around. So that's where we're at. I'll keep you updated as soon as this stuff dries. We'll get it cleaned out and start painting. You do not want to forget gloves, guys. This stuff dries like concrete and is very, very hard to get off your body and anything that you get it on. You want to stir it well. Then we will transfer a little bit into the cup. Seal this back up. That way we're not getting any kind of contamination into this main can. You want to make sure that lid is perfectly clean, or you'll never get this stuff back open without cutting a hole in it. Trust me. This stuff goes on like water, so it's fairly easy to brush on, but again, just be careful. Anywhere where it goes, it's going to stay. We are ready for the second coat of POR15 on that floor down there, and I'm not going to put you guys through having to watch me brush that crap on. So I'm going to jump on that and we'll update when we're done. I came down here earlier and laid this stuff out. I got to sleep in actually today, and that hardly ever happens. And if I sleep in, I meant I slept 5 hours. So let me flip the camera around here and show you what I got going on so far. Our POR15 is all dry in there, and I'm just kind of laying it out here, trying to decide how many pieces I'm going to use and where the best place it is to start. I think what I'm going to do is probably lay these two first, and then I'll lay one sideways up in there, so everything's overlapping, kind of like shingles on a roof. So in case anything water does get in there, it will, I don't think it'll get into this stuff anyway. It's going to stick pretty good, but just in case. I don't care about the rest of the floor, the way it overlaps, but right there, I think it should overlap a certain direction. We'll go up halfway over the tube. I think that's what's going to happen. Got me some scissors, knife, and a roller. So I think I'm going to start right how I have it here. Probably this one here up against the wall first. I think that sounds like the best plan. Don't know how much this stuff's going to bend, but it seems like it's going to contour pretty good to everything here. And I don't really know what the best way to even start here is. Probably peeling the entire back off is not the best thing to do to begin with. So let's just pull a little bit off there like that. Let's see if we can. Get it up in there, right? Just slowly peel this back off as we work our way over. Trying to get it down in all these holes and everything. Best that you can. Oops. All right, let's roll her down a little. Said that the lines will go out of this when you've rolled it enough. Now, whether or not that's true, I don't know. I'm just going to do the best that I can to get it all in all these little spots here that I know where there's grooves. And it looks like our first piece is down there successfully. Now, I think I'm going to try and overlap just a little bit. And I want to try to keep everything as square as I can in here. I think it'll make it a little easier to install. So our next piece, overlap a little bit like that right there, I believe. Kind of form it a little bit here before I get going, or try to anyway. Make it a little easier. pretty good. Video count there, I think we're at 41 minutes. That's not too bad, I guess, for 45 minutes worth of work. You guys get the gist of it. If I run into any issues, I'll mention that. Poor seal issues, maybe some wonkiness around the console mounts. You see how I'm doing the seat mounts. The other thing would be maybe the wire holder there. I'm not real sure what I'll do there. I'll show the switch there. I think we pull the wires completely out. Put the Kilmat down. And I'll just poke holes for them to come back through and operate the way they did before. Yeah, keep moving. I will hold off until we get it all done, and we'll show you what we got. I'll show you what I think, guys. Take it easy. A little farther now. I think I can get this done this evening, at least to that back edge there before I call it quits. It is quite a workout using one of these rollers, guys. Quite a workout. It said in the instructions that you won't see any of these little marks anymore if you've rolled it out properly. You can see certain places are totally smooth. I think that's maybe on the perfect flat surface you can do it. We're gonna press on. Just another little update. It's almost to the back. Guess what? We got it. I don't know how long that actually took. Between 2 and 3 hours. How about that? Let's see. Here's what we got. And I have 8 pieces left out of a 36 square foot box. And I'm kind of debating on whether or not I want to rip up a full piece to throw a couple little more pieces on those there, but everything else is covered. I took my wires. I still need to, I probably will cut up another one of those. I took a couple of the little chunks and made little wire tabs. If you can look down through there on those wires to keep them right in that channel, running up that way. Somewhere along the line I lost my dome light. It kept flickering. That's how she goes, boys. And I'll tell you what, man, it really changes the sound in here. I don't know if you guys could tell when my head was in here, if it sounded any different. I feel like I'm in a tanning bed right now. But yeah, definitely it changed the echo. So if you were like a dolphin or something trying to get around in here, you probably would have a bad time. We're going to get the carpet back in here and see how she sounds, guys. Appreciate you following. Like, comment, share, subscribe. You know the drill. Keep on trucking.